Welcome, people of the interwebs. As you can see, today we are back with Vampyr to give you more unedited gameplay. So let's just get right into this, huh? From before, for anyone that hasn't seen it yet, we pretty much just started, turned into a vampire, and pretty much ate our sister. And now we are trying to figure out what happened to us and how this happened. So kind of going on a bit of a rampage, I suppose, in search of the vampire that made us. We've already had a run-in with one guy, human, who's, for the most part, we think good. He hasn't killed us, so. But he knows of vampires, so there's that. And, well, he knows that we're here and everything else. So now it's just about figuring out what we're gonna do next. And for the most part, that's probably going to consist of hunting down Bill.
Did you hear me?
Who has been acting erratically, and well, no one else really knows anything more. And what, he went into the bar and kind of terrorized the place, but not really in the same sense.
Fresh blood.
Yeah.
The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
What's this? Ooh, a scythe. Two-handed. Nice. Wow, that's lots of blood. Is that the guy we're looking
This
for?
place reeks of bloodshed.
Let's find out.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Yep, that's William Bishop. Let's do a little mist. Just a quick heal. Come on, go down. Almost got it. Just need to bide my time. Got it. That wasn't too overly difficult.
William was an
Oh, this guy's still alive.
I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Oh, whoa. That was close.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
Like, we know what
You
that is.
truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Well, yeah, but could you, like, you know, do more than just save my life? That wasn't really in peril, because the fact of the matter is, he probably wouldn't be able to kill me right off the bat anyways. Yeah, sure, save my life.
By George and the Saints,
Helped
solve the mystery of
so
these terrible
much.
murders.
Oh, look who it is.
Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
Yes, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
Yeah,
just need
go
a
by
moment.
boat.
If
While
I
the
can
sun
learn something
is
about what has
to
happened to
rise.
William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
This poor
Oh.
creature can't be
Blood
Vampyr.
sample,
Could it be
because
some
that's
subspecies of
gonna be
vampire?
helpful, I suppose. I don't really know.
I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Anything else here? Anything? You know, they really need to make things stand out. Just a little bit more. Oh, more shillings. Shillings. Is that really it? Looks like it. Okay, let's just go. Let's go with the good doctor and see what happens with my bloody shirt. I'm surprised no one said anything about that. That's a lot of blood.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator,
Scout.
prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted.
Yeah, 'cause that's
And the
helpful.
woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a
Seriously?
fool. You used
That?
me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy.
Why couldn't you just said that in the first place?
Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions.
Yeah.
But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has
This is a
dedicated
really
its
slow
purpose
boat.
to their study.
Now we're
There's
stopping.
so much for you to learn.
Why are
Of
we
that,
stopping?
you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt.
Please.
Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours.
Sounds good.
You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes.
Really?
So,
Where?
what do you say?
Sure. Why not?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan.
Interesting.
This is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Well, I guess we're gonna be doing that at Pembroke Hospital, which is right here. Looks a little run down. And very.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness.
Yeah.
I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Yeah.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea,
Welcome
immediately.
aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Oh yeah, he shakes his hand all the time, doesn't he? It's a little weird. And they just block the stairs.
It's okay, Jonathan. I'll see you later.
Seriously? Lock the door. I guess I go around.
Come on, you bastard!
Oh look,
You can do better than that!
people are fighting.
It's my turn!
And this is the way I have to go. What the hell's going on now?
Rotten or pressing, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, dry it all.
River. Okay.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite!
I'm
Sir,
like,
please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
okay, blood quality. Blood quality indicates how much EXP you obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more EXP. He's currently at 500. Mesmerize. To drink the blood of your prey, first you must mesmerize them. To lead them out of sight from others, you can mesmerize. Mesmerize level must be equal or higher than the citizens. Alright. So. Okay.
Bring this fading light into the
Oh.
shadows.
Okay.
Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Embrace. Okay, to embrace, yeah, I'll release him. Embracing will provide massive EXP boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase the experiencing. Okay. Well, he's not worth it yet, I think.
No more. Not tonight. Not
mean-
like this. I will not take another life.
And more stuff back here. And that looks like it. Looks like it. Yeah, that guy's not.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. but no famished hunter can run for long.
I'm not really famished anyways. I have plenty of blood. Look, person.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan.
And you're
Welcome
not
to
really
the
even
Pembroke
looking at me.
Hospital.
I mean,
Did he really?
really.
It's a good thing I wasn't hoping
Your
to keep a
eyes
low
are
profile.
staring at
All
me,
members
but
of staff
your
have already
face-
read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea
Can't
made
you
sure
turn
of
face
that.
me?
I
No?
see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Oh, is it now? Let's ask you questions.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
I still don't like the fact that you're not looking at me.
An invisible enemy.
Your eyes just.
Quite a poetic term for a disease,
But
especially from a
why
nurse.
can't you face
Sorry,
me?
Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We
No.
are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Sounds horrifying.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them.
Oh, then.
Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Okay.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett's. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Uh-huh.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
That said his best. She said their best. There's some. Okay, need more hints.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
She's clearly hiding something, though. I mean, I don't need to be a genius to figure that one out.
Want to make wait, Doctor. I've patients to attend.
I know we are overwhelmed by this horrifying...
Who are you?
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us.
He's
I
somewhat
can't think
facing
of any
me, at
better
least.
news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Looks a little
Actually,
fake.
yes. We met once before at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr.
Second
Tippett, yes, I remember.
Oh, hey,
I was
Tippett.
assisting Professor Carell
Wow.
in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
And a vampire. Don't forget vampire. I'm a vampire now. Yeah, vampire.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No, we must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Yeah.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Okay.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation?
That might go well.
And please,
Or
speak
not.
freely.
We'll find out later.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
But if, she turns up dead, then we'll know who to look at.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Yep, buildings are just there.
Led by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
That's a horrible thing to lack.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
That's a
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Positive. So, in other words, there's issues.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with.
Aww.
A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
Those two.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
I wonder if they've done anything together.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Makes sense. Do you have any personal questions to ask you? No, I don't.
Goodbye,
Well,
Dr. Tippett.
It was nice to talk. Let's play Cox down there. Oops. Yeah.
Doctor,
I'd
where
lock
have you
that.
been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I was playing hide and seek. Yeah,
I found a
it's-
wounded man by the docks.
Slice
He
it, I
answers
was
to
doing.
the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit.
No.
I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
My
Thank
name is Ariana Dor.
Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I have a few
I
questions.
would like to ask a few questions first.
Uh-huh.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing
Okay.
was in quite a state of shock.
I bet.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Human.
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Okay.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate
Brilliant
physician.
surgeon. Interesting. Okay.
If you
Alright.
could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Nurse Crane.
No, I can't help but believe that this place has a bunch of secrets waiting to be unfolded. Do I know you? That's Tipper's there. This one go over here. Who are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr.
Yeah.
Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed.
Doesn't even look like I have one on
If
me.
you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Oh, you have weapons.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything. And it's getting worse every day.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from
This guy
smuggling
selling
guns,
has-
I mean.
I've been an
weapons,
ambulance
isn't he?
driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Oh, that just sounds
It
wonderful.
sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Okay. Personal questions. No hints.
Goodbye, Milton.
I don't even care what you have right now, at least. Let's talk to her again.
Good evening, Nurse.
To
Brennan.
learn new things
Good
about
evening,
her.
Doctor.
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not
Again.
taking my gender into consideration when it comes to
okay.
medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he
Well-
doesn't.
She's still not really facing me, is she? Anything else? No. Okay.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
The woman seems to have an issue with me. That or the AI. Just
Dr. Swansea is right.
absolute garbage.
This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Garlic wooden steaks. Interesting.
I'm really sorry, sir. I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
You are going to... Even the darkest thoughts in your heart.
My blood and soul,
What?
they
the-
belong to you now.
The life running in your veins. This dead flesh needs it.
Oh, please spare me, Dark Queen. Spare your obedient slave.
Okay.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal?
Uh-huh.
My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Oh. Because that makes complete sense.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe
Vampires.
anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she's definitely crazy.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard's syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard.
I wonder if that's true.
The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I think I can.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Of course.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Okay. The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see.
You might be getting attention.
Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Uh-huh.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it's such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
It's here again.
Let's talk to her friend.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
I don't see why they wouldn't, but okay.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Interesting.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
How close are you to Miss Hallcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
Yeah, I suppose. She keeps with that.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world.
It's like
it seems much more fun than the real one.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much.
Yeah.
I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Makes sense. Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
I wish I could be sick again.
What's this? Do not cough in public. Hey, you got that? Don't cough in public. Don't do it. Dorothy. Doctor of Unknown Origins?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Right.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice.
Does he have to?
The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Wow.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
I can see your points, but you kind of
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Okay.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money? Fame? Or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Knowledge has always been and will remain our main weapon. And it has always come at a price. And personal initiative.
It is not a question of initiative. It is a question of integrity. These men and women have put their faith in us, Dr. Reed.
What the heck did he do in that?
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
This is just a lot of talking right now, isn't it? Talk, 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 talk. I have people I could talk to, but I'm not going to. Just go to my room, right? Yeah, so go to this head thing over here first. Whatever this thing might be. Is this? Yeah, cool. Anything else? Nope. Cool.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody...
little bit of XP. Let's get some blood back. Let's see. Oh, hey, let's move back. Oh. Snap down. Get some blood. Cut you off. I really do like this. What's this? Oh, who is that? Pippa and Milton. Okay. Don't think we've met Pippa yet, have we? Well, it's back here. No, it's just the roundabout way. Ooh, stuff. We don't need to go in, do we? Actually, looks like it's locked anyway, isn't it?
I cannot enter.
It's back here. Quarantine. Contagious disease. One shall enter to or leave quarantine area without written of the... Okay. It's a warning. Quarantine influenza. So we can go back and finish off this quest. Talking to Milton, I would assume. Notice. Okay, yeah. Anything else around here that I can loot? No? Okay, so let's find Milton once more. Turn him that photograph of his. Who are you?
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet.
Nope.
My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Yeah, I know your secret.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry.
Yeah, she's a
I'm
little...
exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
I think you're just a
How is the
little
Pembroke
bit...
staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual. Especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
suppose
How
you would
long
know.
have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
You have to give a pep talk.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
You bit, yeah. Oh, there's Milton. Oh, dressed too.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
As always, I found you all.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet, with all the money, and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all,
No.
Milton.
Good.
Why?
Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Uh-huh.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows
Wow.
the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Yeah. Okay. Hey,
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
Oh wow.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
I suppose.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
I suppose.
Goodbye, Milton.
Anything else we can do right now? Want to analyze? Okay, analyze his blood. Sure. Still have quite a few people we haven't met yet, but why? Be bothered with that tool that much right now. Like this completed. Let's try this. Why not? Find out who is spying on Thelma. Spying on Thelma. There's a name. I don't know. If I say it wrong, then guys, I'll find out again later. I'm sure. What's this? Just not part of the hospital. Okay. I do have a reflection. So it's over here. It's no longer found. Let's do it quick. Oh, hey, look, people. See if we can find out this guy. Let's take that back. That went well. Oh no. Survey mission. Oh. Guard. Oh, they think. Okay. So they think that Thelma's a vampire. Well, suspect she is. Could be. I should really rephrase. So that takes care of those guys. Alright, let's... Okay, so across the river. Well, I suppose we can go check this out, see what's over there. Alright. We'll give this right off the bat. Whitechapel Street, in serious condition. Level 18. I might well take him. Second bite. Just do this right. Ow, that really hurt. Okay. Free bite. Don't mind if I do. That was close. Okay. Anything else over in the Scylla area? I'm going to retreat, I think. Because that was hard enough on its own. So let's continue with the main mission, huh? Yeah, let's do that. What's this? Hospital is full. Please go home.
My sweet girl. Reads me like a book.
Right, where are the stairs? Wow, this place looks horrifying.
They belong to you.
Then this place looks nice. Well, I suppose. Anything else around here? Hey, look, a letter from Elward. Oh, his medical file. Wow, my sign's already up there. Crazy.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Yeah. Alright, so analyze this. Weapon upgrades. And we'll see how it goes. Recycling. Yeah, sure. I don't think I really need all this stuff, do I? Make it junk. Some more glass. Glass vial and whatever that is. Strings. Sure. That's not too bad, but
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. The flower's dying. It needs water.
What's that? Okay. What's this stuff? Oh. Got a sword. Cool. And now loading. For what reason? Okay. Oh, I have a hat. Let's check that sword out. Dragon Bane. That's not too bad. You can upgrade weapons to a new level with required ingredients. It will inflict more damage, and you can also access customization slots. Oh. Enhanced damage and increased blood absorption. Absorb points when the weapon hits. Can't say no to that. I have enough. What do I need for this? Common handle burns. So I can get 99 damage or absorb 2.5 blood points. Having more blood points wouldn't be bad, so... Wait, I can do both? It says one or. I think if I try and take this, it'll make this go away. Maybe? I don't know, I'm not gonna test it though, at least not yet. Besides, we have more down below. Consume less stamina, more damage, less stamina. So I'll probably take these two, then this, and maybe one of these, maybe. I was gonna do 200 damage when it gets there? Wow, that's a lot of damage. Stun damage. Oops, I hit. Oh, it only has one upgrade though. I'm not sure if I really want to try that. At least not yet. I'll wait until we find something better. Alright, what do we do now? Well, more health is always a good thing since I nearly died that one time. So 50 more health. Increase my blood capacity. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I have enough for one more thing. How much does this cost? 500? Shadow Veil. Cost stamina. Drain. What's this? You perform a supernatural move to your target and cause damage on landing. Okay, let's check out more details. Damage, 120, 15 and 50. That's not too bad, to be perfectly honest. Maybe level 6 to get the next level of it. Actually, what can I upgrade? No, level 8, okay. Blood barrier. Okay. I get my level 6. No, let's just get more health. I don't know what the rest of the stuff, but I know health is a need. So we'll just do that. Now level 6. With 255 EXP left. Not enough to get anything else, but...
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals.
Alright.
But what about my
Like
thirst
chapter
for
2
blood?
now. So, this episode was mostly talking with very little else. But, we'll continue this on later on the time.
Come on, I don't have all night.
Oh, well, okay, fine. We'll talk to her first, okay? What do you want?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis?
Didn't I technically rest, though?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
No, nothing's here.
There's nothing here.
Fine.
Some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Alright, so there we have it. I have to go to the morgue to get stuff. Now level 6, and it's coming up to like an hour, I'm thinking, from what I can figure. So we'll call it here and continue on later. So if you like what you saw, consider leaving a like. If you didn't like it, then thumbs down. And well, if you did enjoy what you have, what I have, I am rambling because I'm figuring this out. But yeah, if you like what you saw, consider leaving a like and subscribing for more. And the notification bell is there to let you know when I post up more videos. And if you haven't, you can check out my previous video of Vampyr and how it all got started. So until next time, have a good day.